we are going to add our listing to the MLS. We have all of our signed paperwork. Our next step is to actually add the listing to the MLS. I'm going to give you a brief overview on the steps that you need to do this. You should have already taken your Add Edit class and confirmed that you have Add Edit access. So we are going to go straight to our MLS, which I have open. If you've seen my videos, you know that I prepare my workspace by opening dot loop and matrix, and here you're also going to see I have Boomtown open also. So we are going to go up to Add Edit, and we are going to notice that we do have the Add Edit here, which is going to give us access to add a new listing. So we're going to do just that. We're going to click Add New. Next, you're going to select the form. In this case, we are using a residential Add Edit Listing form field. You have three choices when you are adding a new listing. You can add the listing from the tax record, from a cross-property listing, which means from the MLS, so you can pull old data, or from a blank listing. The one thing I never try and do is start with a blank listing, because then you have to look up all the tax information yourself, and well, that can be very tedious. I also tend not to pull from the cross-property because I want my own information. I want it to be fresh. So I do tend to pull from the tax record, which is going to require me to choose a county and then look up the tax record. Now, sometimes this can, take a little bit. You've got to get it just right. And sometimes you nail it the first time. So be patient with this. We are searching for our property. Let's see if it finds it. It did. We'll click Fill. It is going to fill in the information for our taxes. Now, this is where you add and edit your listing fields. You are going to move from screen to screen. Listing information, pool and exterior information, land and tax, interior, rooms, water, green information, owner information, community information, and realtor information. And you can just click from tab to tab. You are going to need to fill in every field that is required, which are these yellow fields here. And you're just going to go through and you're going to fill them all in. You might not have the answer to all of them in front of you. There is the MLS data entry sheet that's available to you that you could have used to gather information from your client, or maybe you've been to the house, you know it pretty well, and you can get most of this information independent of the form. So we're just going through and we are going to fill everything out. As we go, we'll just click from screen to screen. We don't have to fill it in all at once. You can save it as incomplete and come back and do it later. We'll continue editing. And just keep going. I want you to notice that the tax information is predominantly here because we pulled it from the tax record. Now, we're going to go back and forth and we're going to work on our write-up and we're going to do do some work, and some of that work might take place like working on our write-up outside of the MLS. So I'm going to go ahead and save this listing, and I'm going to come back later. But this is how we get started. So in the next series of videos, I'm going to show you how to add photos, add attachments, and I'm going to show you what a completed listing looks like. Thank you for joining me.